tonight we have a clearer picture of exactly what state lawmakers will consider in Pierre when they decide whether to approve a new men's prison in Sioux Falls.
South Dakota Governor Larry Roden has released a draft of the legislation that could finally turn a new penitentiary into a reality.
KELOLAND's Dan Centella takes a closer look at the draft legislation.
Later this month, in a special session, lawmakers in the state House and Senate will decide on legislation that puts a new 1,500-bed men's prison in East Sioux Falls. We now know what the bill might look like. As you can see, Draft 1 is front and center atop the legislation. The bill gives the state permission to buy the land along Benson Road and build a new prison at this location, appropriating $650 million to accomplish these steps. The bill also specifies that the new prison cannot be used to detain people the Department of Homeland Security is deporting. An outline of the legislation released by the governor's office states such a purpose, quote, was never the intent as the state needs all 1,500 beds for its own state inmates. Lieutenant Governor Tony Venhuizen told us how the upcoming special session could unfold.
There's been talk about, rather than having committee hearings in each house, doing one committee hearing that includes a joint committee to save some time there. And then at that point, this bill still goes through the Senate and the House and is debated by both chambers and voted on. So it's a similar process.
Since this legislation appropriates money, legislative rules mandate a specific threshold for passage.
Do you think this proposal will receive the necessary two-thirds support in both the House and Senate?
I do think so. I think more people are seeing that we have a good plan. We went through a good, transparent, comprehensive process over the last several months.
This means at least 24 supporters in the Senate and 47 in the House. Earlier this week, Governor Larry Roden shared his hope for reaching those numbers.
We've got good people that were elected to the legislature to fill those seats, and I'm confident that at the end of the day, they'll rise above the politics. And I think they all know in their heart of hearts it's the right thing to do. It's the right time to do it. So my prayer is that they'll just recognize that and focus on that.
Dan Centella, KELOLAND News.
And you can read the proposed legislation in a link we've included in this story on our website. The special session is scheduled for 19 days from now on the morning of Tuesday, September 23rd in Pierre.